Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy lONl. I'll be doing a gameplay commentary over some Call of Duty Black Ops 2. During the commentary, I will be talking about a few subjective matters, and I really want to finalize and kind of end some of the questions that I have been getting, but I want to end them on a good note. That's always a good thing to do with your audience, just because I figure that's a good way to express a sense of, reliability or reestablish a centralized point within your audience. Anyway, long story short, we're going to jump right into it because I have quite a list to talk about today. So strap yourself in and let's get started. So, as many of you guys know, the May event did finalize. It was a great opportunity. I had so much fun, and a lot of you guys seemed to find my channel, which I guess was a good bonus to put on top of it. A lot of the gifts has been shipped out. Currently, I'm having a few problems with one of them, but it'll be fixed in the next coming days. No problem with that, and everything should be arriving at those centralized people's homes in, the next couple of weeks. I know Control Freaks is definitely one of those companies that takes their good old time shipping out their products, so if you did get that prize, I apologize, but it's probably going to take a while since most of you guys don't live in the United States that won that centralized point. However, a lot of the stuff was bought off of Amazon. I have Prime, so some of those centralized users will be lucky. It'll show up pretty much Tuesday or Wednesday, so that should be fun for those people, but I appreciate everybody that jumped into the competition or the event. It was a lot of fun, and I know a lot of you guys were not ecstatic that you didn't win, but going into it, I think it was pretty prevalent that you all couldn't win, and that was a risk that a lot of you guys were willing to take. Obviously, if you stay tuned for the entire thing, you knew the finalized point was not to reward everybody. It was to reward specific random users that just got lucky with their numbers. And I guess that's where I stand. But if you are staying to my channel, you look forward to having content shown to you guys on a daily basis and stuff like that, I look forward to making videos for you guys. I've done this for a very long time. I've had more experience. I've used multiple pieces of equipment. I've upgraded hardware beyond what most people on YouTube have even done within their lifespan on it. And it's all because of the motivation that you guys bring to me. I do YouTube because it's fun. I don't do it for a centralized point. I don't look to get famous off of it. I'm not one of those people that are screaming YouTube money in the microphone every commentary like many that you guys probably know of. And I'm not calling them out. They can do what they need to do. That's perfectly fine. It's their job. That's perfectly understandable. I'm not going to take it away from them. But I like YouTube because it's fun. I do it as a hobby. I do it as a centralized point to communicate with you guys because I think it's a great opportunity to kind of showcase what I have to offer in a different perception that I don't commonly see on YouTube. And I guess that's where I stand. The subjective topics that I talk about can be the same, but I add a different point of view. I look at things in a different perception that maybe most people don't. And I'm not saying that everything I say out of my mouth is a complete realistic standpoint. It's not like I'm articulating to you guys this message that is, undeniably true or false. But it's a way to make you guys think. I try to showcase myself, my personality, and who I am to you guys, and maybe a different message that is not commonly found, or maybe is not too prevalent to every person that makes videos. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is thank you guys for staying tuned, and I look forward to making videos for years to come. I have no interest in leaving, and I imagine that good things will happen with time, because that's kind of the formula that seems to work well. So, I guess with all that mushy fun stuff out of the way, obviously I thank you guys for participating in the event. It was a great opportunity again, and I look forward to doing things like that. There will always be giveaways on my channel. I don't imagine that I'll ever get rid of giveaways because they're fun. They are exciting. They add a different perception to the channel that maybe isn't there. They reward you guys for being active. That's why I do only for the dedicated. I don't do it to just magically give it to somebody. I pay attention to what you guys do. And that person that won, maybe you don't agree with it, but I agree with it completely, and I think it was a very logical output. And I pay attention to every single user that comments, everything that shows up on Twitter. I know who's liking stuff, and I know exactly where it's coming from, and I appreciate that beyond comparison. But everyone that participated, it was a great opportunity, and I imagine there'll be many more like it. So, I guess in short, thank you guys, and I look forward to doing other things of that configuration. So, since we've talked about enough of that, I want to jump into the playthroughs that many of you guys have been asking, and I look forward to doing playthroughs. They're a great opportunity to showcase myself, as I've explained before, but maybe in a different perception. Doing live commentaries are fun and all, recording over gameplay and talking with people in the lobby and trying to interact and have this different input, but the problem is that, not everybody is mature, and I'm definitely not very ecstatic, I guess you could say. I tend to get very quiet during those, and if you go back far enough, you'll find those. But at the same expense, they are fun. I like doing stuff like it, and I think it adds a different perception. I think it really allows you guys to understand who I am, because I haven't come out and spoken and been like, this is what I do, this is my obligation, this is what I plan to do, and this is my future long goal. I don't tell you guys that much, and that's what the whole Let's Talk About Me series was about, and I look forward to continually doing it. I'm just kind of in a stuck area of where I want to continue or how I want to evolve this series. In regards to playthroughs, as many of you guys know, I have done playthroughs in the past. If you're a super long-term sub, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you are new, Sniper Elite V2 was probably the first one you saw from me. And it was a great one. I had so much fun. Honestly, it's been a while since I had played the series, and a lot of the stuff I picked back up on, I was like, wow, how did I miss that? Like, that was so obvious at the time, but I didn't recognize it when I replayed it, or, you know, when I looked back on the past, I just didn't see it. Maybe it's because I wasn't trying to pay enough attention, and with you guys there, I almost had to follow the series in a different perception. I had to look at it in a way that maybe I wasn't looking at it, and that's kind of the fun part of it. As for which title I will be doing, I've thought really hard about it, and I'm not positive as of the moment, so whatever I say is not a confirmed answer, but it's more likely to be a plausible answer. It could happen, and it could, however, be the next one you see. As many of you guys know, my PC is very good. It's a very good PC. It has more than enough money spent into it. I've adapted it beyond what most people will do, probably in their lifespan of upgrading their PC. And that's perfectly cool, whatever, no big deal on that. But have I ever really showed you guys PC gameplay? Not too much. I've shown you very small amounts, and that's because I'm very inexperienced on the subject. I don't know which applications are good to use because I don't commonly use them. You know, I have DX Story, I have all those normal ones like Fraps. Fraps I would probably tend to stray away from because the files can get very, very large. But DX Story is a good counter to it with the right software being used. And I've watched plenty of videos to figure out what's a good one, what's bad, what's acceptable on YouTube, and what will utilize the special notions that I need to use. And I pretty much figured that out. In regards to really how I will go about it, it'll probably be more or less I'll be doing Battlefield 3 on ultra settings while recording. And I think Battlefield will be a great opportunity. I know the game is not new. That's okay. There's no problem with that. The whole thing of a playthrough is personality, and anyone that tells you differently maybe is looking at it from a different perception. I don't think many of you guys really care about the gameplay, but I think it's how I react to specific situations that really make it interesting. Most of you guys, you know, however, have not probably played Sniper Elite V2. And I know a lot of you guys said that you were ecstatic about buying the game for the first time, so I opened your eyes to a game that maybe you weren't too familiar with, but I'm sure many of you guys have seen Battlefield 3. It was advertised in huge quantities on, you know, YouTube, just everywhere. It was all over. It was a mass media market when it released. So you've probably seen snippets of it, or you're probably familiar with the title, or you have some kind of notion of an understanding of what it's about. But maybe you haven't seen the campaign. Maybe my personality will be different. Maybe you guys will understand why I like Battlefield as a series better than maybe I like Call of Duty. Maybe I'll be able to inform you guys about events and things within the title that are a little bit more interesting than maybe something of a different configurative tone. And that's what I look to do. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. I know as for when I will probably be doing that, I have no idea. It could be a week, it could be 2. I don't know. I'm still looking to advance my PC a little bit more in hardware because, as it stands right now, I do have a lot of hard drives. I have a lot of solid states, all that good stuff. But since Battlefield 3 doesn't have a mission start stop, something like that, like Call of Duty does, or Sniper Elite V2, it just goes start and then all the way to the end like a cinematic movie. It can be a little hard to do a playthrough. And the reason I say that is because I don't live by myself. I live with my family still. I'm looking to move out, hopefully soon. But I don't have privacy, so at any moment they could knock on the door and ruin the entire episode, and that would be a lot of editing to fix, and I don't know, that's just something that I'm a little worried about because I'm a perfectionist on a lot of aspects, and I like the video to be the best that it can be. I don't want to give you guys something that I don't think is a good video because I feel like that's not something that's notionable or something that's acceptable on YouTube. I feel like if I do something, it has to be perfect. It has to, be in a sense to the point where I have control of every situation because that's how I work. If you haven't figured that out enough, well, it's pretty prevalent. I mean, I've talked about stats. I told you I'm a perfectionist. The videos, I spend hours making videos. The commentary and my aspect, when I told you guys that the mic was giving me a notion that something I was not familiar with, that's on my behalf. Maybe you don't hear it, but I tell you I hear it and it almost makes me sound insane, but I'm looking to improve it. I always want to improve the videos. I want to make them the best that they can be, because I feel like that's the best opportunity to showcase you guys what I have to offer and hopefully make you guys enjoy the content as it progresses. But anyway, guys, I guess that's all I got for you. The playthroughs will commence. I look forward to doing them. I think they're a great opportunity to kind of showcase myself but my personality, because maybe it's not too prevalent. But I guess that's all I got for you guys in regards. Those are two things I really wanted to talk about, and I'm looking forward to doing the top 5 plays of the week for Infamous Noon again. I have the files. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting those finalized. I'm actually working on the next episode as of right now. I have full access to all the files. If you guys don't know who Infamous Noon is, or the top 5 plays of the week that I commentate for, there will be a link in the description. Please check out his channel. It is amazing. He uploads montages. We do the top 5 plays. It's a great channel. It's basically Battlefield 3, so if you're not really into that, maybe it's not your cup of tea, but if you do like Battlefield and I'm not showcasing enough information for you guys, go over there and say NMO sent you, because it's great content and it's edited at the highest priority. So anyway guys, I'll see you in the next episode. This is NMO, and I'll be signing out guys. Peace.